Hello again, Salbona, Mambo, wherever you're joining us from. Welcome to the new week, 24th to 28th February 2025. As always, I'm Atomashi Daniel, best strategy global market analyst. So let's get right into it and look at some pairs uh, that look quite tradable for the week. Let's get right into it. So, fundamental analysis. Now, starting with the NZD/USD, the Kiwi, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, today we do not expect any high impact news or even medium impact. Okay, so today is more or less a technicals day. Today, Monday. On Tuesday, we expect the high impact news consumer confidence from the US CV consumer confidence on Tuesday. Okay, and on Wednesday, we expect to see the US new home sales and crude oil inventories. Um, on Thursday, very high impact news, very significant prelim GDP, the quarter on quarter GDP. Okay, very important. And most importantly, on Friday, for me, I think the key data for this week is the key data are the GDP and the core PCE price index. And you might also want to pay good attention to the home sales and the new home sales. Why? Because there's been an interest rate cut in the US, all right, in an aim to reduce inflation. Now, this interest rate cut is expected also to boost home sales, increase the interest of um, um, citizens in the US in buying houses. So pay attention to this figure. Good data, very good, significant data from this can highly impact the market, the US dollar in a positive way. And if it's not so good, then it means the interest rate cuts are not having the effect that they ought to have. Okay, thereby portending a weak outlook for the US dollar. So pay attention to the pending home sales and the new home sales today, this week. Okay, quite important. All right. Um, let's get into the chart and see what the NZD USD holds. Very beautiful as always. Um, there's a bullish change of character. Okay, we can see the bullish change of character much more visible on the. Um, there you go. So for our chart, and we have, of course, the inverse heads and shoulders. Okay. And right now, price is currently above the neck. It's trading above the neck of the heads and shoulders. So definitely we have a bullish outlook on the NZD USD. So, but on the RSI, it shows that there could be some slight negative divergence. Okay, we'll have a brief correction going down. All right. Yeah. Possibly looking at these target levels right here. So, first of all, again, inverse heads and shoulders on the 4-hour chart. Okay. Bullish change of character on the daily chart. Trading above the 50-day moving average. Okay. Very nicely. The 50-day moving average is green line right there. All right. And again, on the daily chart, we see trading price trading currently above the 50-day moving average. So a continuation pattern here with this nice bull completes this, also telling us that we're in a strongly bullish territory. But guess what? It also looks on the 4-hour chart as though price is moving nicely along an ascending channel. Okay, so it's currently at the upper border of this ascending channel. All right. Hence, in looking at bearish outlooks, there's a strong possibility that price could head downwards briefly due to the negative divergence. However, my money is on the bulls. So if price happens to break past this ascending channel, rather, if it breaks past the ascending channel, then we're looking at possible resistance levels of 0.5773, 0.5800. That's psychological level, and above that 5841, above that 5898, otherwise 5900. Okay, psychological level. That's if it breaks past the ascending channel on the 4-hour chart. Okay, but if it happens to dive, okay, and breaks past 5720, significantly, then there's a good chance it could touch the psychological level of 5700 or 50-day moving average. They're acting as support. Okay. A key break below that could see price go as far as 5, 6, 7, 8, but that's highly unlikely. However, it's the market. Nothing is 100%. Okay, anything can happen. You could have some very strong news come right now and then take it up to those levels. So I'm not looking at trading beyond this level on a sell. All right, my outlook on this guy is generally bullish, so I'm looking for strong bullish signals. Okay, but pay attention. Um, if a key break of the key psychological level of 5700 occurs, we could have price touch 5660, 5641, or 5615, which would coincide with the support border of the channel on the 4-hour chart. So pay attention to that. Yes, we have price moving in the channel, looking like there might be a brief a drop, okay, touching the support border, especially with the negative divergence on the 4-hour chart. But there's also the possibility of breaking past the resistance border of the channel right here to look at levels we already discussed. All right, that's for the NZD USD. Now let's go over to um, the Swiss. What do we have in the Swiss? As always, okay, the same thing, technicals day to day, consumer confidence on Tuesday, same thing. We have the US new home sales, crude oil inventories on Wednesday, and then we have the prelim GDP, quarter GDP for the US, very significant data, and the core PCE price index, very important data because it's a measure of inflation in trying to gauge the impact again of the interest rate cut in the US. So the prelim GDP and core PCE price index or PCE price index for me are the most significant data for me for this week. Okay. And some medium impact news is the Swiss GDP quarter on quarter. Very important to pay attention to that. Expected also on Thursday. Okay. Also expected on Thursday, right? Now, as always, the pending home sales, new home sales, also very significant because ever since the interest rate cuts, we expected to see the new home sales and pending home sales go up. Okay. Experience a nice appreciation because of the interest rate cut, uh, um, attracting a lot of consumers in the US to buy new houses. So this is good data. This is what we'll look out for the USD Swiss. Now, going into the chart, what do we expect? What do we see for the USD Swiss? Very simple guy right here. There you go. So you have it here. Of course, again, price significantly reacted to resistance level of 2024 April, September 2023, and February 2023. Okay, so reacted to that, we had a nice drop. We have a trend line break, but it's not a clear trend line break yet. Price is looking as though it probably wants to retest the trend line again, but that's left to be seen, of course. Um, so this is what we have on the weekly chart. It's currently trading below the trend line, as you can see right there, but it's not looking strongly bearish or bullish. So on the weekly chart for me, I'm quite neutral. However, on the daily chart, price is still way below the nice trend line there, and you can see the three falling method. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from a nice continuation pattern there. There you go. So you can see the falling three method there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, telling us that we're still in a strong bearish territory on the USD Swiss. Okay, there's something else to note right here. There's negative divergence. Okay, if you connect these levels and price, showing that a bearish correction is imminent. But on the 4-hour chart, what do we have? Same thing like last week. Um, we also have the double top formed right here. Nice double top with the two neck levels. Price broke past the first neck, okay, broke past the second and touched our take profit levels, very nice take profit level we took on our Telegram channel. Okay, but right now it's currently looking like it's going back into the range. So for me, what I'm going to look at, what I'm looking out for is a break of psychological level of 900. If a key break of that occurs, a clear break and close above it, then we're looking at possible levels of 9030, 9058, 9082, or 9011. I doubt price is going to go as high as that. Okay, the bearish outlook is very, very strong on this guy. Hence, I favor bearish positions on this guy. Therefore, um, if a key break, a return of price back down to, if a key break of the recent swing low happens, 8957, then I'll consider a sell to 8927, 896, 8896, 8854. Okay. And if we so happen to have something volatile that moves the market so strongly, we could have see price touch psychological level of 8800. But I don't think it's going to go so far. The range is probably too much. Of course, you can't rule anything out. If Donald Trump comes to say something or initiates tariff wars, don't rule out any possibility at this point. So a break of this level will see price head touch one of these significant levels right here on a sell. That's for the USD Swiss. Now, um, the next pair to look at is the USD Yuan, the USD JPY, and the GBP JPY. Now, we traded the GBP JPY and captured 8 take profits on our Telegram channel. You better come on board. Very good take profit. So for me, this guy is almost the same, also still looking strongly bearish. However, we should pay attention to the same data as to the USD Swiss and the NZD USD. Of course, technicals day to day, US CB consumer confidence, US new home sales, US prelim GDP, unemployment claims, and pending home sales on Thursday. Okay, key data, and then PCE price index also on Friday. All right, key data for me are the PCE price index and prelim GDP, okay, for Thursday and Friday. All right, and then something else to note is the Tokyo core CPI tends to bring in some medium impact in the market. Pay attention to that for the USD JPY and the pound yen. All right, as always, core PCE price index again important because it tends to help measure the impact of the interest rate cuts from the US, and the pending home sales and US home sales can also help measure the impact of the interest rate cut as it's expected to attract new home purchases in the US. All right, into the charts. Um, what do we see for the USD JPY? So, first, for USD JPY, yes. If you look very closely, you see price currently at a key support level right here, 148.63. It's currently there right now. It's reacting to it. Okay, after the formation of the heads and shoulders. Now let's see if the divergence still holds. Okay, the divergence still holds. The negative divergence still holds right there. Okay, let's have that. Negative divergence still holds. Yeah. And then on the same weekly chart, we see price moving nicely along an ascending channel. Very nice. Okay. Where we have a channel within a channel, equidistant channel here right there. And price has currently broken past the lower border. Okay. Price has currently broken past the lower border of the inner channel, the support border of the inner channel, most likely targeting the support border of the larger channel. Okay, pay attention to that on the USD JPY, most likely targeting the support border of the lower channel. I'm bearish on this guy for many reasons. Now, earlier on, we talked about the flag pattern. Okay, moved on the flag pattern, broke past it here, as you can see, where we have the yellow circle right there. From nice bearish moves, we captured good take profit on this guy already. Okay, I do not think the bearish moves have been exhausted. So when it got to this significant low here, seems to brush off it a bit. Okay, so I do not think the bearish momentum has been exhausted yet. But take a look at what we have on the lower time frames. Okay, so there's something else to note here. Now, if you look at this sharp trend on the 4-hour chart, it looks like price is has experienced 100% complete retracement on the Fibonacci. 100% complete retracement. So what I'm looking out for is if a return back down to the 100% mark happens, the key break of 4936 could see price head to 4900 psychological level or 4867. Okay, and if it goes further below that, it could touch 4802. Okay, further below that could see price go to 4752, and below that maybe 4680. May not go as far as this, but then again, this is the market. Never rule anything out. Um, my money is on key range between 150.00 and possibly 148.02 or zero point zero 0.00 psychological level, ladies and gentlemen. So that's for support. On the flip side, for resistance, if price breaks past psychological level of 150.00, as we can see right there, if it breaks past that, and the nice trend line, the red line right there, then we could see price most likely touch 150.54 or 151.00, and above that 151.33. My money is on bearish positions. I favor bearish positions here. You can see on the 4-hour chart the nice bearish perfect Marubozu right there. There's a Marubozu. Okay, the bearish momentum on this guy is still very, very strong. So I favor bearish positions. And bearish on the USD JPY. Now, finally, last but not the least, yes. So our pound yen, as always on the weekly chart, we see that from March 2020, has been moving nicely along an ascending channel. Okay, so you can see there, the price is currently at the support border of the ascending channel. If it breaks that at any point, which is significant because this is the weekly chart, you must pay attention to that. We could see very strong moves going down. Okay, very strong bearish moves. Now, on the daily chart, what do we see? Just like the USD JPY, we had price break past the bearish flag right here. It's currently going back down. Okay, strongly down. It has retested the support border of the bearish flag. Okay, retested it right here where you see the yellow circle. Okay, and now is heading back into the bearish territory. It headed back. We captured 8 take profits on this guy already. But to be more significant, on the 4-hour chart, what do we see? Look, price has been moving in a nice descending channel, right? So it broke past it briefly here, right? And then returned into the channel. It was not a clear break. We had a reversal pattern form along the resistance border of the channel and then went back into the channel. Okay, so my money is on nice bearish positions going down. However, if price happens to break past 189.54 again, significantly, then the next most likely target would be 190.40, which coincides with the resistance border of the channel. And above that, 190.80, above that, 191.36. If it goes beyond possibly 192.00 psychological level or 192.10, pay attention to that. However, I favor bearish positions on this guy. I'm bearish on the GBP yen. Now, on the flip side, if we experience, I would rather consider a sell in the short term to 188.61. Okay, on this guy, if it goes below that, then we're looking at 188.11. Okay, further below that, could see price touch 187.65, and below that, 187.10. Below that, we could get price being adventurous enough to go to as far as 187.00 psychological level. So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. The week has got many opportunities for us. I look out to the Telegram channel for more. Okay, I'll see you there. As always, remember, trading is life, all right? And whatever you do, try to trade within the trend and use low to moderate lot sizes if ever you're considering trading the news. Thank you very much. I'll see you again next week.